We begin in Oyo State, where the burial activities for the 43rd Olubadan, Olakulehin, is currently ongoing. Governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, led the dignitaries across the country to St. Peter's Church for the funeral service. According to the Olubadan Palace Press Secretary, Solomon Ayoade, a book presentation in honor of the late Olubadan would also be held today. He said the presentation of the book titled How Not to Be a King will be held during the funeral reception at the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan. According to the Palace Press Secretary, the book x-rays the life and times of Olakulehin and also features personal reflections and testimonies from family members, friends, associates, and members of the Olubadan Advisory Council. Olakulehin, the 43rd Olubadan, died last month, 7th of July, last 2 days after his 90th birthday. All markets in Ibadan land were ordered to close on Friday morning as the late Olubadan of Ibadan land is being buried. A senior reporter, Olaide, joins me on the news. Olaide, I mean, this is a very solemn event happening there in Ibadan. What more can you tell us?
So, Precious, the atmosphere here is that of deep respect and collective grief by indigenes of Ibadan. I can also tell you that there is a kind of joy too here because the deceased king, Olakulehin, lived a well-spent life. So that is one of the things that is making the children and some residents of Ibadan to be joyous. And if you remember his lifetime, during his lifetime, he served as in the army. He served in the army. He contested in 1992 and won a seat in the House of Representatives. So those are one of the things that is making the children happy that their father has lived a well-spent life. And so here at St. Peter's Cathedral in Okearemo, there are dignitaries. The governor is here, the deputy governor is here. Socio-cultural groups in Ibadan are here to pay their last respect to their king, Olakulehin. Governor Seyi Makinde is expected to, give a speech, give his address here. But right now, at the cathedral, what is going on here is Thanksgiving. Like I said, there is a kind of joy here too that the king lived a well-spent life, and the atmosphere is a mixed reaction. Precious.
Absolutely, and I just wanted to focusing on that mixed reaction. I wanted to also hear from you how the people of Ibadan are feeling at this moment. Is this a feeling that they are now used to because this is the 44th Olubadan, or does every funeral like this carry a different level of significance?
Oh well, many thanks to the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde. He has always prioritized the traditional institutions. So anytime something of this happen, he gives it utmost priority. The 42nd of Olubadan of Ibadan, and that's Olakulehin Balogun. It was a very significant event too when it was buried. So talking about if the residents or indigenes of Ibadan are used to this kind of thing because we have the 43rd Olubadan now being buried. Of course, that is their traditional structure, and that is how their traditional stool is being structured. So whenever it happens, it has happened. They have to carry on with the next king. So of course, you know the next king is Oba Ladoja, Rashidi Ladoja. We expect that after this funeral has been concluded, the rites of a new king will begin in Ibadan. Precious.
And thank you, Laide, for that. He's the 43rd. Ladoja, when after his coronation, will be the 44th.
The 44th.
Actually. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
thank you, Laide, for
correct.
that.
Precious.
And in terms of dignitaries attending that event, just give us update on that as well. We understand that the governor led the dignitaries to the funeral.
Yes, we have the governor, we have the deputy governor, we have members of the Olubadan Council here present. So also we have government officials also present. The cabinet of the governor, they are also present here to pay their last respect. And I would also tell you that the military are here because, you know, he served in the military. So the presence of the military is very evident here, even down to where he will be buried, because we have seen where he will be buried beside the church at the church cemetery. So there are military personnel there manning that position, and I would not know if he will be allowed into the cemetery, but we know that he will be buried here. So there are dignitaries here. There are kings, monarchs from other parts of Oyo State. So far, I've not seen any king from Southwest being present here, but
the people are there, Olaide, and that's all that matters. He was a king of the people. And that's all that matters. Thank you so much for the update. We'll continue to get more updates from you as the funeral and the reception, which as well as the launching of the book continues. Our senior reporter Olaide Iwole live for us in Ibadan.